Hey guys, what's up? It's the Rookie Revolution, and today I will be looking at some of the most embarrassing elimination performances of all time. Whether it's someone being overconfident, someone who gassed out, or someone who just straight up got embarrassed. For my criteria, don't kill me, but no bananas backpack. For the simple reason as it's expected, and honestly, I don't want to count mercenaries here, but if it was on this list, it would probably be number 1. Anyways, with all of that said, let's get started.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take the money and run, TJ.
I win every fight.
Rookie Revolution.
This is a game!
To start it off with number 10, we have Derek versus Cyrus in Beach Brawl on the Gauntlet 2. And this was an embarrassing showing for Cyrus. Now, on this season, Derek was the veteran team captain, and on this elimination cycle, he knew he was going against Cyrus, and Derek could pick any elimination. There were some agile ones, one we had never seen before, which was most likely a puzzle, so he had options. But he chose Beach Brawl, which is a mega physical elimination where you push your opponent out of the ring. It was crazy Derek chose this one considering the weight difference between him and Cyrus. Everyone was confused and thought that Derek had little chance. Cyrus was even smiling when he picked it because he was so confident.
I'm really surprised that Derek chooses Beach Brawl. You got Derek who's about 160 pounds and you got Cy who's about 230. I'm thinking that Derek doesn't have much of a chance of winning.
You did not
went Beach Brawl?
Oh God,
Whoa.
D.
Why'd you pick that?
I don't know.
He's a big boy. Big boy.
It's totally a David and Goliath sort of thing. Cyrus is no joke. He doesn't want to go home, especially not to some 21-year-old kid.
I'm walking into the gauntlet very relaxed, very confident.
Derek is a Rottweiler and was able to get way lower, so he easily beat Cyrus 3-1. And Cyrus was being a big sore loser, yelling at TJ, causing TJ and him to get into an argument.
Wait, what's the arm grab for? That's one. Yeah, I won't take it. Yeah, he grab before me. Yeah. What do you mean? Hands out. I didn't see it. Man, but yelling at me. What? You heard me? No, you don't want to do that with me, man. I'm a grown-ass man. Who is it?
This was a true David versus Goliath situation, and it's so low on the list because knowing what we know about Derek now, this makes sense. But back in the day, it was considered to be somewhat of an upset and really cemented Derek as a physical beast.
It's just really amazing to see a little guy use his leverage like that and manhandle a big dude. He's such a bulldog. Kids nonstop.
At number 9, we have Bananas versus Devin on Vendettas playing Not So Bright. This was extremely embarrassing for Bananas.
I, Devin, actually beat Bananas in an elimination. Let's go!
On this season, Devin and Bananas' rivalry was at its peak, and Devin was able to convince Tony, who is Bananas' friend, to send him into elimination against him, so Devin could take him out. Bananas thought this was a joke, and even if it did happen, he would be able to send Devin home in an ambulance before he could say the word vendetta.
If I knew we could go in and I could put my hands on your throat and strangle you, I'd nominate myself to go in. Do you understand the only reason you're still here is because you're a layup?
I am here because this is actually fate, and I'm gonna beat you tomorrow in an elimination.
No, tell me, no, why are you still here?
Send you home, I'm gonna get a grenade, and I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna win this show.
And you're gonna wake up in this crazy dream you're
so
having.
mad?
I'm not.
But lo and behold, this was a weird type of elimination. You had to click on a button to see which of your lights were not lit so you could run and light them up. So it's not really a puzzle and it's not at all physical, so it was a very even playing field. And in a huge upset, Devin actually kept his word and sent Bananas home, beating him by 3 lights.
A giant rush of victory enters my body in a euphoric high that can only be described as nirvana.
Devin is not known for being a competitive threat, and he's usually thought of to be a layup, so him beating Bananas, who at the time had 6 championships, was quite something. Bananas didn't actually even pack his bags, he was so confident. Maybe more so in Tony's loyalty, but either way, he got burned bad.
This is an insider scoop. Johnny never even packed his bags. Johnny was so confident that Tony wasn't gonna say his name that he never even packed his bags. That is disrespectful.
It's not disrespectful. Bananas has been around for millennia. He's gonna be back.
He's gonna be back, and I'm gonna beat him again.
Devin at the reunion would not let him forget, and I think Bananas considers this his most embarrassing loss as well, even if he somehow blames it on a hip injury.
You didn't do this entire season.
You wanna know what she didn't do? Lose to me.
Tony traded in a challenge legend for a poor man's West.
That beat the shit out of you in a puzzle. Let's go! Me and Johnny have gone head-to-head one time and one time only. I am the winner. He is the loser. It is a pattern that will repeat itself.
If we go into an elimination, this is the guy we want to go in against.
How'd that work out for you?
Stop. Whatever, Devin. Whatever, Devin.
Next up, we have Danny versus Alton, and I'm going to go easy on Danny here because honestly, no one expected a different outcome. But here, Danny and Alton competed in Beach Brawl, which we already covered the rules of, so I'll keep it brief. Danny is a small guy. I think he was at the tallest, 5'2". Alton is one of the most built guys not only on the challenge, but in history. So what do you expect? Alton flicked Danny and he went flying. It was sad to watch, but an incredible showing by Alton. Alton doesn't want to embarrass anyone, but Danny literally flied out with one push, so it's hard not to be embarrassed.
I'm gonna turn around and beat his ass and Beach Brawl. I wanna see him in that right now.
It's just embarrassing, really, is what it is. The first charge, bless his heart, Danny tried, but Alton like taps him on the back and he goes flying 20 feet. And it lasts, I think, about 2.5 nanoseconds.
This is your chance. Really try. I'm not gonna sit there and embarrass you. Just try.
I will say rest in peace, Danny Diaz.
Losing a good competitor, and I think honestly, like they're probably gonna fail every single challenge from now on.
Next up, we have John A and Jasmine versus Sarah and Caitlyn on Unburied in Rivals 1. And this was embarrassing for Sarah and Caitlyn and very gratifying for John A and Jasmine. The way this elimination worked is one partner is buried in a coffin under mud and hay, which your other partner must dig you out of. Then you solve a very complicated puzzle, which I am not intelligent enough to explain, so I will let Caitlyn explain it.
You have to move the blocks around and get the blocks in the exact order they are on the one post to the farthest post away. I could probably do this puzzle in my sleep.
Sarah was so cocky going into this, it was borderline disrespectful. Actually, Sarah's mean girlness is not talked about enough. She had a legitimate mean streak from Fresh Meat 2 to Rivals, and it's crazy to me how she is always talked about like a hero and nicest person to ever do these shows. If the odds are stacked against her, she will be rude, and she was pretty awful to Caitlyn on this season.
I'm a little worried this time. Caitlyn's great at things like video games, solving puzzles, I feel like I can't even enjoy this challenge. I can't have fun if I have to worry about, like, rescuing.
I'm sick of taking Sarah's orders. I followed everything that she told me to do, so I'm annoyed at being the whipping girl. I gave her everything she wanted, now it's all of a sudden my fault? Off.
Going against John A and Jasmine, Sarah didn't take it as a chance they would win. She said when they win, and that she could beat those two in literally anything. It's just arrogance that comes off as snobby.
I know I can finish the drill. I know I can beat her.
You know you can beat me?
At what?
Everything?
At some stuff, I think. I could beat you at some stuff. I can't help but sit here with a huge smile on my face because I love puzzles. Caitlyn loves puzzles. If there ever were a team that could do this well, it's ours. If we win and, when we win and come back to that house.
Lo and behold, the puzzle master Sarah lost. She did it wrong and lost. It's extremely embarrassing because of her attitude beforehand.
Sarah, just because you're really good at something doesn't necessarily mean that you're the best at it.
Next, we have Christina and Nate versus Corey and Ashley on Rivals 3 playing Spun Out. This is in a way similar to Bananas versus Devin, where Corey and Ashley were considered to be a top team and Nate and Christina were considered to be the layups.
Which team do you think is a layup?
No brainer, Nate and Christina.
Christina and Nate.
Christina and Nate.
Oh, you think it's you and her?
It's everything we've been talking about.
Why would you answer us as a layup? Like,
In no way did anyone expect Nate and Christina to win this. What makes it more impressive was this was a strength and endurance elimination where one partner continuously runs around to tighten a rope the other partner has to hang on to that gets tighter and tighter. I also have to note that when they let go, it looks super dangerous. I was just waiting for someone to be nailed in the face. Nate is one of the scrawniest guys to ever compete and spent all of his time playing to be in Banana's corner or crying. Corey in his start was made out to be a star similarly to Danny, which makes this just even more ironic. I don't know, this just came off as more embarrassing for Corey as Ashley has shown not to be the best in eliminations, but it's still embarrassing for the both of them, don't get me wrong.
everyone thinks Corey's this big powerhouse macho man that's so strong. He couldn't pull little Christina. We beat a team in the house that everybody ranked as one of the strongest. That should show you guys something. You underestimated us.
It kind of hits me hard because it's Nate and Christina, the layup team to everybody.
This had to be one of the biggest upsets that I've seen in a long time.
Next up, we have Ty versus Brandon, and look, I couldn't not include this one. We have Ty, a rookie who was looked at as a monster strictly based on how he looked. He had Bananas and Derek protecting him just by his aesthetics, but what you can't tell from somebody's abs is how their cardio is. These two played Pull Me Over, and the way it worked was basically like a reverse tug of war. You both hold onto a pole and try and push your opponent into their bin. Now, it's an exhausting elimination, no doubt, but after the first round, Ty fell out of the ring and couldn't get back up. No one really understood it.
Both Brandon and I are getting very tired and very gassed out. He pushes and I push, and we're going nowhere.
Let's go, let's get back in here.
Get up! Get up! Ty, get up! Ty is shot. He's panting. He's inches away from winning this gulag, and he's literally giving up.
Ty goes falling over the chains like he just got knocked out by Muhammad Ali. We're all screaming, Ty, get up, get up, get up. Ty's still laying on the ground.
I think it was dehydration, but his legs just wouldn't work, and he had to be lifted out and taken to an ambulance, which is really embarrassing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I've never seen anything so ridiculous in my entire life. Can't move his legs, can't move his arms. It looks like somebody just shot him in the face with a shotgun.
And it showed once again not to assume somebody's muscles automatically make them a beast.
Do you like my rippling washboard abs? I hope those abs helped you to... Wait, they didn't help you. You just lost.
Try to stand up. I can't stand up. Stop talking.
Don't be like that.
I need to lay down flat.
You're laying down.
I feel like he should win an Academy Award for the most dramatic performance in a gulag. It's absolutely ridiculous.
If someone said that it looks like I gave up, I would say I would have no reason to give up. I was winning. Unfortunately, my body was not in the condition to push this through.
For number 4, I decided on Corey versus Nelson playing Balls of Fire on Vendettas, which is just where you try and score a soccer goal. But in typical modern challenge fashion, it's on fire because it makes stuff so much more epic, right? I gotta admit, I feel bad putting them on this list, critiquing their soccer skills, because the only way I have been able to win soccer was against preschoolers at a place I used to work at. Okay, I lied. They kicked my ass, which is why I understand how bad Corey and Nelson sucked here.
Coming from a British point of view, these two are at football. Oh, soccer. It is a sad sight to see. Nelson can't even kick the ball past the halfway point. Corey's sending it to the moon.
I cannot kick this ball, bro. This is embarrassing.
We're looking bad. It's embarrassing. Everyone over there is laughing at us.
The athleticism tonight has evaded you. That was pretty pitiful.
I mean, even Jemmy was appalled by the lack of athleticism. Jemmy. Enough said.
It's so bad. It's so bad. I mean, Corey, this is the most ridiculous, unathletic showing I have ever seen in a challenge elimination.
Next up, we have Josh versus Meki on Double Agents playing Asset Destruction 2. And I cannot tell you who this was more embarrassing for. The way this elimination worked was you start on a slide puzzle, and once you complete it, you then throw medicine balls to break your targets. Let's start with Josh's performance first. Josh killed the puzzle. He flashed right through it.
That is one of the quickest I've ever seen a puzzle solved in here. I actually didn't know Josh had a brain. I thought it was like the size of a little peanut.
Then he had to break the targets. And I don't know what happened. I really don't. Josh is a big dude. You'd think he would be strong, but every time he threw the balls, they just bounced right off the boards.
You got it, you got it.
I mean... Have you ever seen a grown man throw a ball in a more awkward way than Josh is continually?
This has got to be the most comical elimination. I've never seen a guy start off so good, so fast, so quick, and then just fall apart.
Your glasses on, bro.
Josh is good at a lot of things. He has 2 left feet. He's an athletic dude, but he's also a very goofy dude, and it's showing in elimination tonight.
It was actually impressive that he couldn't break them. Again, I don't understand it. He just could not break the boards. But then we have Mechi. Mechi never even got past the dang puzzle. It was a slider, which I can admit are really difficult, at least for me. But to just sit there not being able to get anywhere when Josh is choking, it should give you the motivation to just finish and win. But no, he never got past the puzzle, allowing Josh to win.
Don't make no damn sense.
This elimination was impressive for how bad the performances were. It was also Josh's first elimination win, so how about that? And Josh wasn't embarrassed at all. His ego actually grew, so more power to him.
Hey, Devin, hall brawl next.
Let's just hope we don't have to throw balls before we get in the hall.
Been praying to God for this moment, and
He's like, yeah, I just want to thank my mom. I just want to thank my dad. I just want to thank my neighbor's cat. I love you, Mittens.
Next up, we got Rafi versus Mitch on Battle of the Bloodlines playing My Way or the Highway, which is a game of tug of war where you have to pull your opponent to a red line to win. Dario and other Dario came into the season super cocky. They thought they were untouchable, which for rookies I can admire, and they were also out to get the vets, which rarely works.
When I win, I'm gonna turn around and get one of these. You see, that is a big smile. Get one of these.
So they got voted into elimination, and Mitch had a great strategy as he was pulling with his legs while second Dario was pulling strictly with his arms. That will just never work no matter how much stronger you are.
Raffi is doing some weird sort of leaning over squat thing on his toes and basically just trying to pull with his arms instead of using his whole body weight.
Raffi, your arms are not stronger than Mitch's legs.
Mitch ended up tripping, giving Dario's clone an opportunity to win, which he was a millisecond away from doing so until original Dario prematurely celebrated and pushed him, causing extra Dario to fall, making Mitch win. How dumb can Dario be? I mean, just let TJ blow his horn first. It probably wouldn't have even counted if he did get it since you pushed him. It just frustrates me how idiotic this was. I mean, literally just don't interfere with eliminations. And afterwards, Dario once said to other Dario, instead of apologizing, he went over real sly and said, "Yo, I thought you touched the red line, man."
I've never seen a bigger bonehead blunder ever.
You idiot. Super stupid.
Oh my god, such an idiot.
You gotta be kidding me.
Raffi and Dario, know your role, kiddos.
You hit me over.
Hey, hey, I thought the yellow hit the line.
Started chest bumping.
Yeah, I thought it was over, dog.
What the f is wrong with you?
I got too hyped.
Yo, you're an dude.
And lastly, we have Laurel versus Ninja, and this is just so embarrassing and cringy. It's hard to watch, but impossible to look away. The game was branched out on War of the Worlds 2, where you had 21 branches you had to place on holes separated on a tree to then climb up and ring a bell. Before this elimination even started, Ninja was gloating and jumping up and down. I'm not a Ninja fan, I'll just put that out there right away. She was just being annoying.
This one's made for her.
Thank you, challenge gods. I'm trying to stay humble, but it's hard because this is the elimination I want.
Ninja immediately goes into the annoying, irritating ninja mode. Jumping around as if it's, you know, Christmas morning. This girl is irritating beyond all belief.
Challenge gods have vented me with the thing I love. If I don't win, it's gonna be a huge embarrassment and I'm ashamed of my whole ninja warrior community. It's like Christmas.
Look at her here when Kara says she's got this. She bows like Bill Murray does in Zombieland when they say they are a fan of his work. It's just cringy. Apparently Ninja is a world record holder for climbing. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I don't care to look. But she is an American Ninja Warrior, which begs the question, how did Laurel technically beat her? The whole thing is that they both missed the 21st branch, but Laurel had an opening at the top of her tree when Ninja didn't, so TJ blew his horn, but Theo pointed out the one that they were both missing and Ninja corrected her mistake and won. I just feel if you were really the best at climbing, it wouldn't have even been close to begin with.
People are expecting Ninja to do so well, but she's not doing really any better than I am.
I'm expecting Ninja to literally climb this tree like a monkey. But lo and behold, Laurel is actually outpacing her. Laurel actually is gonna have a fighting chance at beating her.
Either Ninja's not that good of a climber or Laurel still got it.
I cannot believe Laurel just beat Ninja at her own game, especially because Ninja was really confident coming into this elimination. How embarrassing.
Now with Laurel, once she thought she won, her reaction, I mean, it's my screensaver, but cringe doesn't even capture whatever she is doing. The worst sportsmanship I have ever seen.
You kind of shit the bed if you're a world record holder, because I'm definitely not a world record holder. You're gloating beforehand, and then all of a sudden, I beat your ass. At the game you're supposed to kick my ass in. Don't you dare say that I have bad sportsmanship when you started this.
And when she was called out for technically cheating, she was on a rampage. It was just such an embarrassing and bad look for both of them.
She stabbed the truss.
No, sorry. That's the way it goes in the challenge. I finished first, and you all know that.
Okay, rules in the hole.
You gotta work with what you got. You gotta work with what you got, and you did it.
Before you talk, Laurel, keep reading it. Oh my god.
None of them are winners here, and I feel as though this elimination will be debated literally forever.
Really bad call. I don't agree with it at all.
Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe because it helps out way more than you all know. Follow the social medias, links are in the description, and until next time, take care.